All right, time for a tour of the laboratory, also known as the closet. So we're going to start top to bottom. So at the very top, going to have a safety system or fire alarm connected to mains. Anything that bad happens shuts off the electricity. If I was being fancy, maybe a CO2 blow off or something. Um, so it tries to save as many electrons as possible. I don't have any use for the top layer just yet, or the top shelf. So it's basically storage for filament and etc. But when I do, I'm moving all the filament onto reels or holders on the top, so it just feeds into the Prusa here. This is a regular, not the upgraded one where it takes multiple filaments. Maybe later I'll do that. I was playing with this, but so far a single filament's totally fine. Here in terms of like upcycled stuff, upcycled the this corrugated cardboard with aluminum foil combo thing here. The whole goal of this was, I think when it was originally intended, it was just to keep cold food cold. So you get these with the, delivered food packages or suppliers. So I just took one of these boxes, chopped it up, I'm layering it around the printer to keep the hot printer hot. So this allows me to print, a little more complicated materials like ABS and such. So the temperature is stable, at least in this closet, without worrying about full complete box. Don't recommend this. This is like a printer, a fan vent or angling system. So it angles cooler air into this blow off or blower. Rather than air from anywhere, which direction, some of which is from the hot print bed. I haven't found any benefit by having this, unfortunately. This is a camera to see the quality of the print, so I can just check on this stuff remotely, which is nice. This is my next project that I'm going to focus on, which will, or one of the future projects, where I'll be turning this printer into double or triple duty. One job is to print, second job, hopefully a pen plotter, third job would be to be a scanning microscope. So it just scans the whatever's on the bed, then I can just look at it, which is remotely, which would be kind of cool. Here I have just like felt that I upcycled from like IKEA to keep the vibrations of the printhead, stopping and going from being transmitted into the walls and such. Going one layer deeper, you could see that I have an array of hard drives being split into a million different USB connections, which all get aggregated into via the hub into one USB link here. And this is like basically my data server processing array type thing. I have these really annoying cable aggregator things. I don't recommend this. I had to, once you cut them, it frays, and then it wants to just fray all the way through. So you have to like burn them, and burning plastic's never fun, at least for me. On the side, you could see that I have, I'm trying to save space here, so I'm mounting a lot of things on the side. The switch, this is a security cam system, which also feeds into the array, plus internet stuff with all the power on the left side. Having the power routed on one area allows it to be very safe and secure, at least from a safety point of view, because I have only one place where if something fails, I can just focus on that particular place or likelihood of failure is somewhere here where bad stuff's going to happen, so I could just shut all of this stuff down pretty quickly. Going into this looks like a mess, but it's useful for me because my only goal here is to essentially be able to find anything I want within 30 seconds. If I could do that, it stays like this, in this like complicated mess. But as long as if I start realizing that it's taking me like 5 or a few minutes to find anything, then I'll just reorganize this or put some thought into it. So if I wanted to find springs or like random chips or like my calipers or anything like that, then that's easy to find. Here I have a regular filing cabinet as well, because this space is a premium, so need to find a place to put it in. This is the best place for that. Forgot to mention, I also have a switch for all the internet stuff to go into. I have a lot of hardline, I believe, not fan of wireless, so I try to keep everything just because latency is a big deal for me for a lot of my projects, so everything, if possible, is hardlined in. And on the right, things like small items I forgot to talk about, shop rag, It's dirty for a reason. Melted plastic. If I want to clean it, then yeah. This is one of the pen projects I did, so just easy access. Need to write on that. It's fine. Got nitrile gloves, so I can pull them out. Everything is just meant for function over form. And I also have these like lo-fi projects too. So this one probably not going to do a video, so I'll just talk about it now. Where because this closet is going to be hot, say like 40-50 degrees in general, I didn't know if it would affect the shrink wraps. So this you apply heat and then it just shrinks. It's meant for cabling and such if you're unfamiliar. So I just measured the dimensions of it: 34 across, 59 wide, 0.5 millimeter thick, and then the date. So if this shrinks a very small amount over a long period of time, I can check it and realize that. So when this is a problem, if this starts shrinking, then I'll know not to store shrink wrap or heat shrink in this closet. And I'm having this particularly near the print bed because it's for an extra safety factor, because I would want to store all the shrink wrap much below. So the way this works and architected, the design is that heat rises. So hot hard drive and computer stuff rises, I guess, through here to the print bed, and hot stuff here rises, around the plastic. So these filaments, they melt at over 100 degrees. The print bed, it's pushing out maybe 12 watts worth of energy. It's not enough. It'll be dissipated through like the very thin, narrow gaps in the closet. So not too worried. Okay, thanks for watching.